Hi, this is Allison with Exploration Solo. I'm here today to talk about traveling with your skincare samples. If you're like me, you probably have some of these, and these are great. They take up no room in your quart-size bag, but they're really only 1 to 2 days worth of product, and over time, this is a lot of trash that we're all putting out in the world. I try to be eco-friendly when I travel, and I know many of you do too. So if you're like me, you've found refillable bottles. There's the little samples you can buy at the drugstore that you can refill over time. I've had this guy for 3 years, so they are pretty hardy, but let's face it, he's a pain to fill. So the lotion does tend to get everywhere as I'm putting it in here. So there's always the other option of these wonderful little harder bottles. Now, the problem with these is on occasion, depending on what's in them, they have a tendency to leak. What I have found is if you leave it about 1/3 empty, it tends to leak a lot less. So that's one option you can do. The good thing about these is they are color coded and you can write on them with a Sharpie so you know what they are the next time you travel. Now, a third option that many people have moved to are the silicone bottles. And these are nice and flexible. They don't leak on airplanes. I would say still leave this about 1/3 of space in it so that it can expand on the airplane, but this is an option I know many people have moved to. Easy to fill, no leak, so great option. Now, I found a couple of other products recently that I've been experimenting with, and I really like them. It's actually a little box. You can put your acetaminophen or ibuprofen in it, so you're over the counters. You can also, I've put eye cream and face lotion in it, so your thicker, heavier creams, and it has never leaked on me. This is the small. It comes in a pack of 3, and it comes in 3. Each pack has 3 different colors. You also can write on them with a Sharpie. So you have to squeeze the whole thing to unhook it, and you can see here it's just a nice little bottle. And when I put the top on, you're going to hear it snap, and that lets you know that it's sealed and closed. So again, this is the small. I also have the mediums. So this is the medium. And it works the same way, also comes in a pack of 3 with 3 different colors. There's also a large that comes in a pack of 2. That one is really large, and I find that takes too much space in the quart-size bag, so I don't use that one. But these are great. You can get them online and in many stores. So keep an eye out for them, and I do love these. Now lastly though, if you're like me, you might be using a nighttime oil, or maybe you travel with perfume. And that's a disaster. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten to the hotel and my oil is all over everything in the bag, and that's a mess to clean up. So I found this really great little product. It's actually made to travel with perfume. You load it with your perfume, but a perfume's mainly oil, so why not try it with my nighttime oil? I've seen these online. I've seen them as a pack of 5 that are color coded, and individually I've also seen them in stores. This has been a lifesaver for me. What I do is I took my oil, and then I got a 97-cent bottle from the drugstore, and I just poured the oil into here. Now it does take about 20 to 30 pumps to really get the oil to go through the tube, so don't worry if it's taking a little bit more effort than what you're used to getting it filled. Now the product does come with instructions, but what you're going to do is you're going to pop the spray bottle off the top, or the top off the spray bottle, and then you're going to fill this through the bottom actually. There's a little hole which I know you can't see very well here, but this just goes right over it, and then you keep pumping. Again, you want to make sure that the product's going through the pump. As it fills, you can see in the clear window how much product you have in here. When you're done, just stop pumping. It self-seals, and I have never had this leak on me. It's this really wonderful way to travel with oils. When you want to use it, you just pop it off. It's a little spray bottle, so you just spray it in your hand, and you can spray your perfume or put it on your face or do whatever, however you use your product. So I hope this is a great little travel hack that many of you find helpful. Now, I know so many of my fellow travelers out there that you have your own eco-friendly tips for traveling, and we would love to hear them. So please put them in the comments, and we'll try to disperse these tips as widely as we can so we can all travel as world-friendly as we possibly can. So this is Allison from Exploration Solo, and thank you for watching.